Alright, anyways, welcome to today's stream. We're going to be continuing our hard mode account on today. Um, we left off on the last episode, actually, a lot less races than we have right now. And so over between last stream, last Monday, and today, actually just yesterday, because I'm procrastinating, I went ahead and actually grinded around 3 to 4 hours worth of races, just so that we can go ahead and finish it up today, so I don't end up boring y'all with all the races that we're grinding, because this can get quite boring really quick. And because I was going ahead and doing races between streams, I've actually ended up using quite a bit of my event bait. So I think we're at like 40 end of last stream. We're now down to 8. And with the 12 races that we need to do, that should be pretty good. As long as we don't end up needing to use an event bait for every race, we are going to be fine. Hello, Snatcher. Hello, Jelly Turtle. But yeah, so we're going to be going ahead and finishing up all the stuff that I stated last stream for rebirthing. The main stuff is going to be going ahead and completing Yuwu and Gramps, and then going ahead and finishing up our indexes. I not decided whether or not I am doing index for boards or how much I'm doing for boards. I might end up doing that. I've realized how expensive boards are in like backdoors, so we'll see how much gem grinding we can get done for that. But yeah, we're going to at least go ahead and get all the pets from the Void Crate, and then maybe, and then at least some of the boards from all the board crates that we're missing. And yeah, anything else I'm missing? Oh, we're probably going to go ahead and open all the consumables we have, including all the loot bags and whatnot. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how you guys can grind on your own guys' account before your rebirth, getting lucky cats. Imagine if I get Cloudweb. Yeah, getting any class wide on this account would be crazy. 0 luck boost, really. I do plan on using Glitchy Lucky Gum while I unbox Void Crate, and probably for some of the more expensive board crates. Again, I haven't really... I've realized now that I haven't done any preparation for unboxing board crates. I think I'd need, like... For the Godlies, it's about a 4% chance, or 1% chance of all of the Godly boards. So I need to open around 100 or so of the 250,000 crate, which it's not cheap. That's like 25 million gems I need. Again, with Glitchy Lucky Gum, that'd probably be brought down to a more reasonable, like 10 million, which still quite a bit of gems. I think we have right now, though, just over 10 million gems, so not super unfeasible. But yeah, I think the main part of today's stream is going to be taken up with Yuwu, and then going ahead, and all the other stuff that's going to end up happening is going to be a lot smaller. Yeah, that's the plan for today's stream. Going to be a lot of server hopping for races and whatnot. Actually, it's mainly going to be server hopping for races. We're going to spend about an hour doing that, and then we're going to spend probably another hour or 2 hours doing the rest of it, which is like 5 or 6 different things. I have a question involving hard mode and remnant zone. When you do your second rebirth, you will also get the max antenna before rebirthing. Yes, we will go ahead and be getting the max antenna, maxing out remnant zone completely before we go ahead and rebirth our second time. Which, why is my computer so laggy right now? Oh, also, I just realized, I haven't actually started up my PC yet today, like, ran it a lot. And every once in a while, my Wi-Fi decides that it wants to kick my computer off, like, right after I open it in the morning. So there's a non-zero chance that the stream cuts out for a little bit. So if that happens, just stick with it. If I don't announce that's the end of the stream, I probably just end up having my Wi-Fi cut out. Yeah, how are we doing? We're having some encoding lag issues, I think, on my end, so... Oh, did my... Please tell me my OBS didn't switch on me. No? Okay, we're still using the right video encoder. Actually, while I was going ahead and grinding, we actually did quite a bit of races. So at this point, I actually need to go ahead and do quite a bit more bosses to go ahead and catch up with those. So we're going to be trying to grab as many bosses as possible, including some Grims. Probably not including some anomalies, since I don't really plan on hopping over to anomaly too much. But yeah. Also, my cat's literally right over here, kind of in the way. Alright, anyways, we have our race event next. We'll go ahead and use some more event bait. Yeah, who cares? You guys love my cat. I think my cat walked right through the stream already, so she's probably going to walk through it again. Knowing her. But yeah, this will be, once we're done with this, that will be 10 races we have left, of which we have to get first on the last one. So I left with about 12 races left when we started, 11 on this current quest, and then one more for the last quest, which is just finish first. Once we are done with that, though, I think we're going to have a few bosses left just because of time-wise. Cat meow. Yeah, the cat kind of thinks the only reason I exist is to give her some attention when she wants it and to ignore her when she doesn't want attention. And right now, for whatever reason, she really wants attention. Boss event next. Yeah, we're server hopping still. But yeah, this is my cat. Her name is Jazzy. Everyone say hi to Jazzy. She thinks she's the queen, when in fact, she might be. That's really up for debate. But she definitely gets in the way quite a bit more than she should. Yeah, that's my mouse pad, not a cat resting pad. Well, there goes half my mouse pad. Consumed by the cat. Jazzy, you're not a queen, are you a queen? You're looking very unamused. Alright, we keep getting into the same server, so we'll go ahead and server hop a different way. Do we have a friend in this server or something? Why do we keep ending up in this server? But yeah, that's a great thing about main hub server hopping. You can always open up servers and then join a random server from there. This is probably going to be the same exact server we've been in 20 times already. But the game doesn't want me to server hop? No, apparently it does not. Alright, let's try to find a different server. There we go. That should be a good server. Sometimes. Alright, yeah. We do need to be grabbing a few bosses, so we should probably do a little bit more, Ghost World hopping. Been grabbing the Grims there. I know right now we kind of are just server hopping for races, but, man, this is a long wait. Alright, what's the time looking like? And the thing is, because we are race hopping like this, what we end up doing is consuming all the races and only having bosses left upcoming. So it ends up being the case that we have to go ahead and wait for a boss to come and then use an event bait for it. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and wait for this Grim. As I said, we have 14 bosses that we need and only 10 races that we need. So we actually need more, which has not been the case. And the fact, though, that we are only like this different, we only need 4 more bosses than we do races, despite me basically using an event bait every time a race is upcoming, is actually kind of funny, because that basically means that bosses are like just slightly less common to find than races, assuming you event bait every time a race is upcoming. But yeah. Which quests do you need to do before rebirthing? On this account, I need to do all the quests. On a normal playthrough, you need to do Adam, Yoko, Gatekeeper, Agent Blaze, and then the Void. So those 5 quests. Additionally, you probably want to do Fern and Ace. And I don't know if there's any other easy crit keys. But yeah. Those 5 quests are the only ones you need to do for a rebirth. On this account, though, we do need to do all of them. Since that is kind of the name of hard mode, is completing everything we can in an area before we can move on. So we need to complete everything on a rebirth before we can move on. But yeah, it's these 2 quests left. I've done a lot of grinding off stream and previous streams, so we are pretty much there. About an hour left of grinding to actually get it done. What are you thinking, Jazzy? You guys can barely see her over there in my corner, but she's being very indecisive on what she wants to do. She is literally just sitting on my armrest. Yeah, that is my cat for you. She has no idea what she wants to do. It is sitting in the smallest place possible. Alright, so hopefully that didn't break my webcam too much. Oh, that's an interesting one. Where are you planning on going, Jazzy? Alright, gone. That's where she's planning on going. Yeah, the one thing I have been debating on in this account is whether or not I will want to go ahead and get all the antenna or all the vacuums and packs that I can before going ahead and rebirthing. All right, I see a race. I event bait. Watching from India. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. The funny thing about my streaming is usually people that stream or do content or whatever, their main like audience is generally somewhat US based. Maybe not always US based, but generally that's where people are watching a lot of YouTube. But the funny thing is, because of when I stream and whatnot, I generally stream on like really early in the morning in my time, like 9:30 a.m. When like everyone's either at school or at work in the United States or whatever. So generally most of the people who come out to my streams are like not US based, which is really not the norm. I mean, it's nice for any of you guys that generally don't have stuff like that, but it's definitely a little weird for people who are like not used to having content out at the time. 11 p.m. Okay, so it's pretty late for you. Yeah, I mean, you're a whole 30 minutes plus. You're all 13 and a half hours ahead of me, which is Yeah, I'm actually really late in the time zones. Western time, or yeah, Pacific time zone for US, so GMT +8. I don't know if it's +7 right now. Um, Daylight saving times is weird. I just call it PSD. I know it's not always Pacific Standard Time, but that's what I've gotten used to calling it. So even when it's daylight time or whatever, I always call it PST, Pacific Saving Time, which is, I think right now it is Pacific Daylight Saving Time. But like during the summer or whatever, I'll call it Pacific Standard Time, or Standard Time, Saving Time. No, it is Standard Time. Okay, I don't know. Anyways, I always call it the wrong one. Or I sometimes call it the wrong one, and it's just basically Pacific Time, whatever the west coast of the U.S. is at. Anyways, that's a race done. We have 9 more of those to go. Oh, and yeah, I do need to do some glitchy lucky gum grinding at some point. That'll probably take us 4 or 6 minutes. Not an insane amount of time. I guess we're going to backdoor again. Yeah, that's the thing about misclicking. It's not too big of a deal when you're server hopping or whatever. At least not from you if you have good Wi-Fi. I know if some people, like, literally takes 30 seconds to go ahead and server hop. Like, this is probably the worst it is, and that's about 15 seconds. For me to server hop, so not too big of an issue. Other people definitely have a lot more of an issue with it. Honestly, the bigger issue on my account, I know a lot of people do struggle with like the ping server join times or whatever. It's actually the FPS issue. My computer does not like playing Roblox most of the time. All right, let's go find this anomaly. Okay, without fail, anomaly is always in the last place I look. Yep. There you go. I just opened the stream in my computer, even though it's going to be laggy. Yeah. I definitely when I'm playing Roblox and watching like YouTube or something, I have to go pause YouTube every once in a while so I can actually gain a few more frames, because it can get really laggy, especially when I'm doing like races. When I was doing races yesterday for this account, sometimes I'm watching YouTube on the side and it literally gets so bad that I'm like every second I'm moving like this much or whatever. It's like super laggy, which kind of makes sense. I mean, it's not the best computer, so making it watch YouTube and game and have Discord open and all that fun stuff is probably not the best, but at the same time, you really wish it was a little bit better than that so that you could be a little bit more productive. Yeah, this is going to go ahead and be another boss. As I said, we do need a little bit more bosses and races at this point, so we are going to be grabbing as many of those, even if we accidentally join backdoor and find a boss anomaly spawned. You on hard mode is painful. It's actually not that much different than doing it normally. I actually think this is going faster than what did when I grinded it out on my main account. When I was grinding it on my main account, I was pretty much doing the same pace, and since I wasn't like as knowledgeable about how to do it or whatever, it was actually just a little bit slower. So, you was not that bad. We are doing it the unintended way, so that does make it a lot more painful than it really should be. Also, we're in the same exact server again. Oh, someone else used it at bait. Thanks, I guess. Probably not even in the server or in the stream, but that does help us out a decent amount. Because we are actually kind of low on that. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about with lag and whatever. It's doing this like whenever I'm watching a YouTube video where you're literally moving at like 1/10 of the speed you're supposed to or whatever. Yeah, Roblox in general with its physics engine, it's a lot reliant on your own your computer's FPS. Like if you have low FPS lag issues, all the physics of Roblox kind of gets janky and really slow. Hello, Ian. Anyways, that will be another race. 8 more races, I think, now. Alright, let's go ahead, surf hop again. So yeah, 8 more races, I think 13 more bosses, 14, 12 more bosses. One of those two. About an hour left. A little bit more for the bosses. Ooh, Grim. Where's Grim? Here's Grim. But yeah, basically, the last quest of Yuru's is going to be getting first on a race. So it's 9 more races, or 7 more races here, plus an 8th race on the end. So, and then 11 more bosses once we defeat this. Yes, definitely this first Rebirth is taking a lot longer than most people would take. This is not the optimal grind path. Optimally, I think you would go ahead and literally do a pretty normal Rebirth, even for endgame, where you skip, like, skip Leo, you skip probably, I mean, you skip all the lore quests, like Blaze, Luna, you skip most of the Dylan quests, or all of them, I guess. You might do Joven and Boven on your first Rebirth. I probably would wait until your second or third. Yeah, I think the only thing on this account that really benefits over doing it faster is actually have access to pretty good pets before I Rebirth, which is going to speed up our next Rebirth quite a bit. But I don't think that actually is worth the time I spent to get these pets. Like, the amount of time I spent to go ahead and get an unstable is really not worth it. Especially when Adam is literally just better, and easier to get. Like, there's really no reason to get stuff like Unstable or Starlight when, like, half my pets are actually better in stats. What else? Yeah, actually, one of the nice things is I have a huge amount of inventory space. I have 205 pet storage, and like 100 or 275, I guess, board storage. So I'm able to fit a whole lot of pets and boards in here, which is kind of nice because I don't have to like delete them or sort through stuff. All right. There we go. Main hub. Yes, when we do Rebirth, though, we will have to go ahead and do the second arc quest. So rather than just doing Adam or whatever in the first area, we're going to have to do Adam and Morgan, Jesse and Rose, Ella and Finsley, Hikari and Blaze, all those matching NPCs up through the entire thing. I think we're just going to go ahead and chill in this server, wait for the boss. Isn't too long. Yeah, at some point I do need to do a little bit of backdoor grinding for some glitchy Lucky M, because I do need at least 2, maybe 3, maybe even more than that of it. And right now we have 0. Yeah, yeah. After Hikari, they don't actually reset when you rebirth, so I wouldn't actually have to do them again. I'm thinking on this account, after my second rebirth, I kind of start playing through it like normal, because we've already done like everything, so there's not really a reason to have anymore. And honestly, I don't know if we're actually going to end up getting to our second rebirth on this account. Like, that is a lot of grinding, and I don't know how how much this stream will like continue to live. I'm actually really surprised that we're actually being able to get our first rebirth. It's actually been a really long journey to get to this point where we're able to pretty much rebirth within this episode. Yeah, it's pretty much at a episode a week, which I've been more or less for the last 3 months I've been pretty good on that. But before that, it was like a month or two between episodes on average. So it's been about 4 to 5 months on this account for our first rebirth, and I don't know how much longer it's going to continue. But yeah. Oh, no, when we actually rebirth and get back up to, like, Agent Blaze and whatever, we're going to be so much faster to complete Blaze, so much faster to complete Luna. We won't need to worry too much about all the stuff. We'll have pretty good pet stats, so that we should be able to actually get godlies and stuff really easily. Pretty much because of how good our pets are now, we aren't going to be stuck on any of the upgrade vacuums or pack quests for as long. We still might be stuck on some in like Ghost World since those are really tough. But we won't be needing to worry about unbox quests. So like Agent Blaze, as you said, Dylan, Jillin, Joven, or we're done with Joven. But any of those unboxed quests we're done with pretty much. Just because of how good our pet sets are, we can get pretty much any gems we need before we get there, and any gems we don't get, we can spend 2 minutes to go ahead and grind. Having pet stats will be really nice. And then because we are grabbing the Ghostly Vision perk, we should be able to go ahead and complete stuff like Yoko with bosses quicker. Literally the whole thing will be quicker. Yeah, even with the addition of second arc quest lines, it still should be quicker than our first rebirth, at least up till Void. Once we get past Void and into Remnant Zone, that's when it's going to slow down a little bit. Probably going to take us around 8 episodes, I guess, to get to Void. And then once we're done with Void, it'll probably take us another 8 episodes to get through Remnant Zone. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, a lot of our struggle in the first rebirth is not going to be that much of a struggle this time. It's mainly going to be the items in Remnant Zone and quests, like just boss quests, ghost quests, stuff like that, that are going to be the main issue. Whereas like this life, it was definitely unboxed quests. I spent multiple hours off stream between streams, going ahead and grinding gems for stuff like that. Anyways, 5 more event bait, guys. I think we need to do 2 races without an event bait, and we're good. And yeah, the thing is, we're going to actually get a bit more event bait from completing the last quest of Gramps. So for the next rebirth, we should have a decent supply of it, which isn't actually necessary. I don't think I care too much about all that event bait most of the time. Really, the only times I've used a lot of event bait is when I've been grinding either main hub on my main account for gems, bosses and stuff, or races for Yuru. Like this account, my main account, both those I've spent a lot of event bait on grinding races for Yuru. Yeah, we're in second place right now. It's fine. We don't need to get first on every race. Oh, we got third. I don't know where the second place came from. Honestly, podium finishes, the loot bags give around the same amount of gems anyways. So there's really no difference between them. And actually, I do kind of need more first place loot bags. Or I guess we got second. Races are really confusing sometimes. If you're close enough in times, they'll actually sort you around a little bit. I don't know exactly why this is. This might be because like you're exactly tied or whatever down to like the hundredths place or whatever. But yeah. Oh, we have a Grim somewhere, so now we need to go find a Grim. It's probably in the fire spawn if I had to guess. Yeah, it's in the far spawn. I don't see it there. Which means it should be around here. Alright. But yeah, we're almost done with all this boring stuff. I know it's been a grind. We've been spent basically the last 2 streams doing this same exact thing with Yuwu and Gramps. So finally getting those done is definitely going to be nice for the stream content. We aren't going to actually rebirth today. I think the plan is to just go ahead and get up to where we're maxed out so we can rebirth. I may change my mind on that. It really depends whether or not I want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything before I rebirth, because right now we have the potential to be forgetting stuff. I think the main thing right now is just going to go ahead and yeah, we're just going to go take this one step at a time. Complete you or complete Gramps. Go to the Void and use crate keys on getting all the pets from the Void pet crate. Then go see about getting all the boards from all the stuff. Like start with like board crate 1, board crate 2, board crate 3, those easy ones. Then move on to some of the more difficult ones from backdoor. Yeah, we're actually, and then before we do grinding for the Void pet crate, I guess we'll have to go ahead and grab some glitchy lucky gum. Yeah, I haven't really thought the stream out exactly what we're doing. I kind of know what I want to do. I just don't know exactly how long it's going to take. Anyways, that's another boss. And yeah, I think the one thing I'm not really doing on this count is going to be buying all the packs and vacs. I don't think there's too much use in that on this account. It never was part of the rules, and at this point, I don't think it really should have been part of the rules. It would have taken way too long to do it for Ghost World before moving on to Backdoor. But yeah, maybe it should have been, and I'm just kind of being lazy, but we haven't done that so far, so I don't think I'm going to do that before rebirthing. I might go ahead and grab like the Void set maybe before rebirthing. I really should have already done that if I was going to do it, but just to appease people. Oh, actually, Petsim 99 came out. I've been playing quite a bit of it. I know it's kind of the popular game at the point, so like pretty much everyone who plays Roblox has probably heard about it or played it at some point. I mean, obviously new games are going to be way up overhyped or whatever, just because stuff in the news is always fun. Not overhyped, but hype more. Okay, whatever. Anyways, it's actually a pretty fun game. I mean, I'm kind of an addict for simulators or whatever, so you throw a new simulator at me, I'm probably going to like it even if it's horrible. But like, it has a pretty nice balance. I think it might be a little bit, it does have a few like stress points where, really, because I took so long getting into this server, I managed to miss the race. That is so annoying. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Have you guys played that at all, or how do you guys like that? I mean, I think it definitely suffers from some simulator problems, like endgame not having that much like progression-ish points, where it's like kind of gets a little bit pay to win at the end. But like actually, it does feel pretty free to play friendly up until like endgame unboxing or whatever. Where you aren't really spending too much, can't really spend too much Robux to go ahead and help yourself out. Alright, there we go. Of course, I've not really been playing the game, like, I'm not too involved in, like, community and stuff, so I don't really know other people's feedback, which probably know Pet Sim more than I do about it, but it's definitely a little bit weird. It's definitely fun, but I definitely like how much variety they put into the game, whereas usually it's like you have a game and it gets boring after the first, like, you know, hour or whatever because there's nothing else to do. Other than the one thing that they have for the grind path or whatever. It has a lot of hobbies, other mini games inside of it. But yeah, we'll go ahead use an event bait after this. Get our 7th to last race. This is our 9th to last boss, so I think we're going a little bit slower than I was predicting. Usually it's around, actually, no. I take that back. We're about 5 minutes slower than I would normally. I usually do around 5 minutes per race. Right now we've spent around 35 minutes and we've done 5 races, so it's about 7 minutes per race currently, which is a bit slower, but it's, you know, sometimes it's to be expected on stream for it to be a little bit slower than what I can do off stream, just because it's a little bit laggier and it's a little bit less, I don't know. I'm a little less engaged with the gaming portion of it and a little bit more engaged with, like, randomly talking about stuff. Oh, also, for anyone keeping track of my character, this is our current stats. We have 205 bosses, which is actually insane. That doesn't actually count mini bosses, I don't think. So it only counts all these main hub bosses. So it might be a little bit lower than where it'd be if we were doing only bosses for Gramps or whatever. But yeah, we have quite a bit of gems. I think we're almost up to 100 million gems. We probably will be by the end of this stream. Which actually, 100 million gems, like, not a bad amount. I think that might be enough for Prism on my main account. Obviously, this one doesn't have double luck, so you're going to be a little bit more gems per classified than if I did have that. But yeah. Oh, another thing. The race coins. The funny thing about races is that I'm actually going to be able to complete Yuwu, like, all of her quests, all 100+ races. And I won't even have enough coins yet for unboxing a single race crate. So, yeah, that's kind of hilarious that we have almost done with Yuwu, and we still do not have enough race coins to go ahead and buy a single one of these yet. I think we have like 190 at this point, so we're pretty close. But still, I'd imagine it should be 197. Probably should be closer to like 3 races per race crate. It looks like someone else is event baiting, so it's probably the friend and server or whatever that comes from the stream. But yeah, we probably probably aren't going to do the race crate. I know I said we are going to do board crates. I think we're just going to ignore the race crate, pretend it doesn't exist. I mean, I could probably just ignore it, and you guys probably wouldn't even notify if I skipped it, based on how many people actually care about the race crate. But yeah, just one of the many things that's kind of weird in the game at the moment. I mean, there's a few other features that are also broken like that, where no one actually pays attention to it. This will be, once we're done with this, 7 bosses, 6 races left. And then we'll event bait for another race. Oh, we're actually getting quite a bit of event bait from these quests, so the fact that we have 4 left right now isn't actually that big of a deal. We'll get a nice little refresh at the end of either of these 2 quests and then be able to use a little bit more event bait for it. If we do get the race first, I think we'll go ahead, or the race event bait first, we'll go ahead and just event bait through main hub if needed. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and continue server hopping with the current strategy for it. But yeah, I've burned, I think, over 70 or 80 boss or event baits on doing races and whatever at this point. It's actually a really, really hard drain on the resources. The thing is, that's pretty much that is the best use for event bait at the moment. Like pretty much for anyone is just spamming through bosses and stuff, or spamming through races or whatever you need for quests. Like the only better could be Remnant Zone grinding, which I don't think is actually that good for bosses and whatnot, just because like you're going to be able to get more with ghosts. Anyways, let's go ahead and get another event bait up. And yeah, when it comes down to getting the first on the race, I think we're going to go ahead and stay in public servers for that. I don't think it should be too much of a pain. I know on my main account, I'm fairly sure when I was doing grinds on stream for it, I literally ended up swapping over to a private server just so I didn't have to compete with people just because it got too laggy or whatever. I think we should be good enough to get first place even in a public race, even if like half of you guys that are watching decide to come stream snipe me as professional racers. I think we are skilled enough to do that. That being said, I do not appreciate if like 20 of you guys decide to come do that. Because, you know, if enough of you guys do it, one of you guys will beat me, and we'll have to spend another race trying to get first or whatever, which, all right, second place on this one. Just a fine place to be in. All right. We'll give it like 3 seconds. If I don't see someone else using event bait, we'll go ahead and serve hop. Right. Yeah. I don't encourage you guys to use event bait. I like when I do play on this account, if I want to use like an event bait to have a boss now, I'll use it on my main account. Same thing on this account. If I wanted it, I'd use it. But, you know, I'm not going to say no to bosses at the same point, so... Alright, is my chat... Is just no one chatting, or is my chat, like, broken for some reason? Alright, race event next. We'll go ahead and use event bait right now. Oh, it looks like someone beat us to it last time. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, if you use an event bait while someone else has already used an event bait or an event is currently ongoing, it looks like it uses it in your inventory, like your numbers will drop from 4 to 3. Or if you like spam click it, it can look like you used like 20 event bait just using getting like one boss or whatever. But in reality, it's just a visual bug. The actual number doesn't actually go down. So yeah, just one of the mini bugs in Ghost Simulator. Oh, also, in this lava race, I don't know. Yeah, we're not going to go ahead and take the time right now to show it off. There's actually a giant robot that's just been sitting there that no one else has really noticed. Or, not no one else has noticed, but like very few people notice that there's a giant robot sitting in the lava race. I actually only noticed this yesterday while doing the lava race. But yeah, if you go look in the last little area on that side, yeah, so in that last room on the escape sequence, where you have that. How to describe this? Basically, where all the paths converge at that one place, where you have all the last two paths converge into one path finally. Over there, we have that double speed that no one goes for. I don't know how many of you guys have noticed that double speed. It's way out of the way, not worth it. There's actually a giant robot just sitting there, staring at people. It's kind of funny when you realize that notice that it's there. But yeah, we'll show it off next time I get a lava race, as long as we're not need to get first or whatever. Alright, anyways, lava race loot bag, 5 racing coins. Ghost World. 4 more races, I think, so. It's actually kind of exciting now that we're almost done with all this. Let's go find that Grim really quick. Yeah, not over there. There it is. Yeah, that's the interesting thing about, like, bosses and whatever. You can actually click them when you can't see them. And I think it works for Ghosts too, but, like, maybe not for Ghosts, but they're actually loaded in, so even if you can't see a boss, you can actually shoot at it. Just as long as no walls are in the way. Race event next. We'll go ahead and event bait for it. Alright, yeah, let me go show you guys. So yeah, on the lava races, in that last little area, there is a giant robot that, yeah, actually okay, I noticed it, like, as I said, I noticed this yesterday. It's been around for, I think since Easter, so, 9 months now, almost. Anyways, yeah, there's also some other small stuff that gets hidden in a lot of these race maps that no one finds just because of how obscure it is, since we're all going through it as fast as possible. And actually, the person who designed this actually showed a different thing that they hid in this, which we're going to cover really quick later. But yeah, there's a giant robot over here. As you can see, that's his eyes, horns, mouth, whatever, chest, arm, and other arm there. I don't know how well this is showing on screen. Like, now that I've seen it, I know it. Also, these screens are apparently signs of the devs. As you guys can see, this one's actually a little bit harder. But, like, this one's horns, which is Royals, one of Royals' accessories. This one's Makimons with the green and whatever. You can't really tell. And that one's a bandana for Goro. But yeah, there's probably some other stuff that I've seen, but that's the 2 things that I noticed yesterday. One of them I didn't notice yesterday. One of them, the signs of the developers or whatever on the screens. Literally, the person who designed the map was like, hey, I hid this feature. But the other one, the robot, I've noticed, and apparently other people have noticed it before, but it's been hiding there unnoticed for so long. Also, I think my chat is just kind of... I'm not seeing anything in chat, so let me see if I can refresh that really quick. No, is chat up today? No one's chatting? Huh. I don't even know at this point. I guess if I pop out, that should do a full refresh. Yeah, I guess no one's just chatted. Okay, that's fine. Alright, another Grim. This one, not there. Not there, so it should be way over here somewhere. Alright. 3 more races, 5 more bosses once we're done with this one. Whew. Finally. That is literally every quest we can do will be done once we're done with this. 20 episodes? I don't know, like 50 quests? Not 50 quests. There's less than 50 quests. There's like 35 quests or something. Not including Void. Obviously, Void's like a billion quests that no one actually counts. But yeah, 3 more races. You know what's interesting? That my Wi-Fi hasn't decided to kick me off yet. That's kind of nice. Generally, I think, yeah, every once in a while it decides, hey, let's just boot this person for no reason. And I have to, it literally stops YouTube. It stops the Roblox I have running. It's like, I have to relaunch everything, reconnect to the internet, all that fun stuff. But yeah, it's nice that it hasn't happened during the stream. Otherwise, that would be not a fun time for anyone involved. Oop, that's a Grim. We'll go ahead and grab that. But yeah, Grimm's actually has helped us catch up to our races quite a bit. Like we were 4 behind or whatever. Now we're only 1 behind once we complete this. It is, I don't know. It's been so nice having the heavy armor during this. I've played a lot on my main account with like Rebirth and stuff without heavy armor that it gets so obnoxious to actually have to pay attention during bosses. That you get used to having to actually do something, but like just being able to AFK, not having to worry about getting thrown away from a boss at the last second. It's just such a peace of mind with Leo's perk. It's just, I don't know. It's one of those perks that like it doesn't do anything except for like the feel of it, which makes it feel so much better. Like it isn't speeding up bosses. It isn't making you able to grind faster. It's just literally a quality of life change. But it really does make it feel so much better. Alright, I think there's no Grim on this server. Boss event next. We might actually just wait for this boss, do the boss, and then do the race afterwards. It's only a minute and a half. But yeah, we're definitely going at a lot slower pace than I was off stream with grinding. And I think even off stream, like before this, we were doing pretty bad. Oh, that's the other stuff we had to do. Oh. Yeah, we definitely aren't going to be able to rebirth today. I just realized we have we have a few more NPCs that I haven't done yet. Yeah, we have to do the puzzle NPCs before rebirth, so we're not going to be able to rebirth today. We're going to go ahead and complete these two. Complete you and Gramps first. I think then we're going to go ahead and do the pet crate like I was thinking. And then I think we'll go ahead and do these NPCs. So Yeah, Cheshire and Cheshire. But wait, did we already do bow? I think we already did bow. Yeah, we've already done bow. We'll go ahead and do Cheshire, Archie, and yeah, that's it. Since those are technically NPCs that we can do before Rebirth. Again, the puzzles I already know the solution to it, so it's not going to be really too hard to go figure it out. Might require a little bit of looking at a wiki for the actual solutions, but overall it shouldn't be too hard to go ahead and solve. Which, I mean, I definitely recommend just searching up the solutions for the puzzles. They're really kind of a pain at this point. Like, even when they first came out, they're pretty much impossible. But yeah, as the game's developed, it's definitely become harder and harder to figure out puzzles, just because you have more stuff and less stuff where you know it's involved with the puzzle. I think that's the worst in Ghost World. In Main Hub, it's not too much of an issue. It's more of just Main Hub puzzles impossible to solve regardless of you not knowing exactly what's changed between the puzzle and not the puzzle. But yeah, no, in Main Hub, it's really bad. Main Hub, I think, is the worst puzzle. Or Ghost World? Is Ghost World worse? No, Ghost World's actually really bad too. Both those two are pretty bad. I can't remember which one I consider worse, but yeah. Whatever the case, if you are doing puzzles, you just search up a solution. It'll save you a lot of time. It's not like you're going to actually be able to solve puzzles anyways. Yeah, at least I was not able to solve any of the puzzles when I tried working through them myself. I literally just had to look up the solution or ask people about the solution or look on the wiki or whatever. Like, realistically speaking, you can solve about half of each of the puzzles on your own. And it's like not even the first half, it's like the middle half where it's not going to help you at all, because by that point you've given up on the puzzle and just looked up the solution. But yeah, this should be boss number 4. So then we'll need 3 more bosses. Then we'll do a race. Need 2 more races. So yeah, we're practically done. I say practically. We're not practically done. We're still like 15 minutes away from being done, but the funny thing is, because of how many bosses we've been doing in Main Hub, we actually have a lot of gems, even though I haven't been... Someone else beat me to the event bait. What was I saying? Even though we haven't been using like X gum to sell or storing up a lot of ectoplasm, we've just been gathering so much passive ectoplasm from bosses and selling it that we actually have like 10 million gems worth of currency without like actively grinding any of it. It's actually kind of showing how good our pet stats are. It's kind of odd that chat hasn't moved. Is my chat just broken and you're all like yelling at me at this point? Like, I've tried refreshing it. And 3rd place. Oh, hello, Lane. Yeah, you're probably chatting. Okay, let me go check on my phone. I think my chat on my computer is broken, so... Let's see. Nope. All right. We need one more race. Once we have that one race done, we will be able to go ahead and get 10 more event bait. At which point, we should be good. Oh, we have a Grim. Yeah, because once we get a little bit more event bait, we're able to just literally event bait the rest of it. Like, up till now, I haven't had enough event bait to go ahead and just event bait everything. But if we get, 4 more event bait at this point, we can literally do everything we have left in main hub, just back to back to back. Yeah, 2 more races, 2 more bosses once we're done with this. Yeah. That is pretty good. All right, so you guys know I've been talking about Pet Sim 99 or whatever that came out. I've been playing a bit too much of it. I think I've stayed up a little bit too late the last, 3 nights or whatever playing it, which does mean I'm a little bit more tired than usual, especially since I do try to keep a pretty large sleep schedule where it's 8 hours a night plus, which is just ridiculous. It's probably too much sleep. But yeah, because of that, I'm kind of a little bit tired, just because I've been playing too much Roblox. But I did go ahead, and even though I was kind of addicted to Pet Sim 99, go ahead and do the off-stream grind for this yesterday, so that was a good thing. So almost was cutting it close. I think one person was commenting I always do my grinding for this stream right before. Perfect boss. This is the bosses that you always want to see when you server hop. Literally at less than 10%, just able to just straight up grab it and then go ahead and do whatever you want afterwards. Someone got the event bait before me. I can't use all of my event bait. But yeah, this will be our last race until we have to get first on a race. So, it doesn't really matter where we get this time, but next time we do need to be a little bit faster than everyone else, which might be a little bit of a struggle just because we are streaming. We have a little bit more lag than usual, and lag in Roblox correlates to slow. Ow. Go. And then we'll go ahead and complete the quest from Yu. Then we're going to go ahead and just event bait for the next boss, event bait for the next race, event bait for the next boss. Just get it done with as quick as possible, since we'll have the event bait. Waiting for people to get done with the lava race is kind of a pain sometimes. I just know the path can be tricky at some point, so there's sometimes just random people that aren't used to it, aren't used to Roblox or Go Similar in general, whatever, or just can't actually figure out how to finish the race, which is understandable. I know I've got lost on some of the races sometimes, especially during Christmas or when the lava race was new. But yeah, there we go. We got our lava loot bag. We'll go ahead and turn this quest in for Yu. Then go ahead and use some. Here's the reward. 10 event bait, and now we need to go ahead and get first. So one last race. All right. Oh, someone's already done the event bait. Yeah, win a race. And then one more boss. Or actually, this is our last boss, so we'll go ahead. Hopefully, actually, it doesn't matter if we turn it in or not right now. We'll try to turn it in first, but it really doesn't matter if we turn it in first or not. Not like you, where it was kind of best for us to turn in the quest, so we have the next quest available. But yeah, last boss, last race. Then we are done with you and Gramps forever. And then the only thing we have left on this count is going to be going ahead and getting those void pet crates, completing the puzzle quests, and then board crates potentially, and then maybe a little bit of other grinding that I decide to do. You know, we'll see once we get there. But yeah. But yeah, in total now we have 50, almost over 100 race loot packs. This will be kind of interesting to open. We'll probably go ahead and open it with like a glitchy gem gum just to see how many gems we actually get from it. I'm expecting we get somewhere like 12 or 15 million, where it's like literally not pretty much anything on this count. Like if I've been using like glitchy axiom or whatever during selling, I would have had 40 million from all these bosses, which is about an hour of ghost grinding in main hub. Yeah, I don't think we're getting first as the race starts right now, so we'll try to turn the quest first. Yeah, because with this lag, like 5 FPS, we're getting last. All right, there we go. And now that we are a little bit less laggy, we'll go ahead and start event bait for the race. And then hopefully, we can get this first try with the first on the race. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and jump into a private server used to event bait, just so we don't have to deal with competition. Yeah, we're lagging a little bit. You guys can kind of see it. Okay, yeah, there's the lag spike that I was not wanting. What does hard mode mean? It's basically an arbitrary set of rules, like just rules that I made up, that makes the game like a lot harder. So basically I have to complete all the quests before I can move on from an area. So I'm not allowed to like skip hard quests, like, you know, Luna, Blaze, stuff like that. Yeah, anyways, we're going to go ahead and server hop to a private server. There's literally no way. But yeah, we have to go ahead and unbox every pet before we can get the next pet crate. All right. And then we're probably going to stay in here, just go over to back door and whatever, do some gum grinding. But yeah, it basically makes the game a lot harder. It makes me have to do like 100% completion basically before I can move on. And yeah, that's about it. No codes, no events, nothing cheesy stuff like that that would make the game kind of useless. But yeah, this is going to be my first rebirth on it. It's taken 20 episodes to get to this place, around 80 hours of grinding. So a pretty long time. I think not not super long. I mean, that's enough for me to get like 16 rebirths or something on my main account. So it's a lot of time that's been spent. But yeah. No, that's the idea. Anyways, we are done with pretty much all the quests though that this point that we needed to, that we're stuck on. Yugo, Gramps, both pretty much done. Yugo once we finally load into a server and like get first on a race, which shouldn't be too difficult, except for the fact that we are running at 2 FPS. Quite literally right now. Like, literally running at 2 FPS. No, 5 FPS. But yeah, our UI hasn't even loaded. What in the world? Literally took us a minute to get into this server. Boss, we'll go ahead and defeat it really quick. How many bursts am I wanting to do in hard mode? We're probably only going to do 1, maybe 2 rebirths. Again, I've been doing this for now 5 months, basically every week, 1 stream a week for the last 5 months, and we're up to 1 rebirth. It's probably going to take around this long for our 2nd rebirth, and then after that, I think we'll see where we go from there. But yeah, it's 5 months out. That'll be a year of this same exact account, so might be a little bit. We'll see what I'm feeling like in 5 months' time, because a lot can change in that time. But yeah, I do plan on at least getting this 1 rebirth, and then at least trying out most of the Remnant world, or some of the second arc stuff. Hopefully, at least getting to Remnant Zone, if not completing Remnant Zone. But honestly, I don't know if I will do a 2nd rebirth on this count. It's just one of those things where I'm playing through more of just to see how it is to play through on a fresh account with no game passes, no good pets, because on my main account, obviously I have all the game passes after my 1st rebirth. Or before my 2nd rebirth, I should say. I did do my whole entire 1st rebirth without any game passes, or any progression game passes. I think I bought a few of the storage ones. But I did have good pets. I had mini fluffs basically the entire time. I also had a lot of code pets I used. Same thing with my 2nd account that I used for storage. I've used a lot of pets from main account on there, like dev heads. I don't know if I've used classifieds yet, but I've used a lot of those really good stat pets on both those 2 accounts. So even before I had game passes. One rebirth and 100% game completion. That is actually a potential. The thing is, there's actually a lot of stuff for 100% game completion that we aren't doing on this account, like Mini Guardian, Remnant Guardian. We aren't going to be grinding for all those mythicals. We are literally, we aren't going to get 100% game completion, and we can't, because the funny thing about 100% game completion is it requires a starter pack. So it requires you to go pay 250 or 400 Robux or something for the starter pack, so you can get the starter pack and vac set. So yeah, it is a we're probably gonna get as much as we can. It's probably going to be somewhere around 97-98% that we can get legitimately. But yeah, we're going to be doing the most of it with quests and stuff. It's just mainly going to be index and stuff. But yeah, that is it for Yuwu. We are completely done. We now have this really kind of rare board, actually. There isn't actually a quest for it, so it's can't really see exactly how rare it is. But yeah, and for all that work, you get a godly board with a white trail. Anyways, now that we are done with that, let's go ahead and move on to the second part. But yeah, that's you. You and Gramps both finally done. Took us about 12 hours of grinding, go ahead and do, most of which was off stream, but yeah, now let's go ahead and get some glitchy lucky gum for the unboxing I want to do a little bit later. But yeah, we're only doing this to go ahead and get some lucky gum, because I do plan on opening a lot of void crates for the pet later. But yeah, to go ahead and do that, do we have any glitchy? We do have a single glitchy loot gum. You know what? Actually, before we do this, let's go ahead and grab the sets from the Void. I want to go ahead and grab the Void Pack, Void Vacuum, so we can actually grind a little bit more efficiently in here. We will need to do one bow boss for this, but that's 3 minutes of time. And then we can go ahead and grab both the Vacuum and Pack from here. But yeah, this will just make it so that we're able to do a little bit more efficient grinding in there. Get that glitchy lucky a little bit faster. I probably want to get around 3 or 4, just for unboxing with other like board crates in case we want to do that this stream. But yeah. We should be able to at least get all the stuff from the pet crate and one of the puzzle quests done today. I don't know. Actually, Cheshire we should be able to do if we can get enough glitchy loot gum. It is literally just items, so which, you know, we don't have like the double items game pass, which would make it a lot easier. But then again, items aren't too difficult even in Ghost World. We should be able to just burn through like glitchy loot gum or whatever. Ghostly loot gum maybe. Oh, I'm so used to having the auto shield blaster from my main account for like all the tower grinding I've been doing that I'm used to just like literally clicking a boss and then just AFKing. Not quite. Like I'm still there, but you click a boss and then you just kind of, you know, go do whatever. Anyways, that's the first cycle done. Yeah, but boss bow is not too difficult. We're just literally doing this for one key. We might actually use... Nah, probably not worth it. And then once we have that, we'll go ahead and buy the pack and vac from the shop. Call it a day. Or... Call it a day for Void, then we'll go ahead, go back to Backdoor, grab Glitchy Lucky Gum. Hopefully be able to make a little bit of Glitchy Loot Gum profit for doing Cheshire, but most likely we're probably just going to have to use basic Loot Gum for the majority of requests, just because it will take way too long to get enough Glitchy Loot Gum for it to be really worth it. Yeah, that's boss bow done, even though we are literally lagging, like, shooting, like, quarter speed or whatever. Still able to do it pretty decently. Alright, yeah, we'll go ahead and sell. Oh, we can't sell out of here. Alright. Sell for the 5 gems we get. Then let's go ahead, buy the pack, buy the vac, and yeah, head back over to Backdoor. And then really quick, while we're doing that, I need to go hop off, do something really quick. Actually, I let my dog out, but yeah. anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and do that gum grinding really quick. So yeah, the plan is mainly just to get a lucky gum. I would like to also get a little bit of profit in like the loot gum department for Cheshire. But yeah, I don't know how efficient this is going to be, so we're going to go ahead and start over here. I know on my main account I'm able to get 2 full cycles when I'm not lagging, whatever, so like when I'm not streaming. But because we are on my alt account, which doesn't instantly vacuum all the ghosts and whatever, it's going to be a little bit slower for grabbing all the stuff, and also we're going to be a lot laggier because I am streaming, so kind of a double nerf in that respect. So we might be able to get 1 cycle. Hopefully we can get like 1.5. But yeah, current pace, it's like I'm heading out of here at like 110 or whatever, so it takes like 10 seconds to go through this area. It literally took us 40 seconds, so might not even get a full 1 cycle. And that's mainly lag. That's literally, I think even with this vacuum speed, you should be able to go ahead and get a cycle and a half usually, but because of the lag, whatever, it's taking about 2 times longer because we can't move as fast. But yeah, this overcharge should help us out quite a bit. Oh! I forgot about the turkey event going on right now. Guys, ignore the turkey legs we're getting. We aren't going to convert those. We're just going to go convert the other items we're getting. Yeah, I forgot that we can't grind ghosts right now because of the turkey event. We've gotten way too many turkey legs already. Like, that's a... I forgot. Yeah, we have 270 turkey legs. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and finish this gum, I guess. Then hopefully get a lucky gum from it. But yeah, I do need a glitchy lucky gum of some sort. So hopefully this is enough items for that. All right, there we go. Now let's go ahead over to the converter. Alright, we're going to go ahead. I don't think we need any more backdoor items, so we're just going to go ahead and convert all of this backdoor stuff. Even though we just specifically grinded for a little bit this end stuff. Alright, 16 gums. This is actually not that much. Yeah, not even a... Got 1 glitchy loot gum back. But yeah, do we have glitchy loot? Do I even want to do Cheshire? With the turkey leg, like there's no setting to turn off the turkey leg drops, which I mean really should have been, but wow, that's obnoxious. Huh. Yeah, I guess we'll ignore it. We'll get back to that later. Let's go do Archie really quick. So do the puzzle on main hub. Yeah, we'll get back to that loot grinding later because Cheshire is pretty much all item drops. And then to get the lucky gum for that, we also need to do a little bit of grinding in Ghost World or in Backdoor, which will give us a lot of turkey leg drops again. So basically, if we do either of those 2 things, we're going to end up with way too many turkey legs. I was trying to avoid turkey legs altogether, but I don't think that's possible. Anyways, let's go ahead and do Archie's quest, I guess, really quick. So for anyone who doesn't know, if you guys want to stay spoiler free for the main hub puzzle, probably tune off now. But yeah, we'll need to go ahead and collect 40 of the 45 of these mini pets, which, you know, this is about as far as people can get, is click on pets that are spawning places. They aren't usually able to get any further than that. I think there's one right behind you. Yep, that's 2. I think there's a 3rd over here somewhere. Yep, 3rd. I don't think there's any back here for reasons. Yeah, nothing here. And then I think that might be it that's here. There might be one more, like, over back here some ways. Wait, what? It's a pet? I don't even know if that's on the wiki. That probably is, but... Alright, that's not a ghost. Is there one there? No. But yeah, we're basically looking for all those things. There's, like, I don't know, split some everywhere. It's going to take us a little bit of time to find all 40. There's at least 2 in here that I think... Yeah, there's one over here. It's like 6. I think there's like one more, and it's not going to be fun to find in here. Yep, right there. No. Alright. That one. That one. No, that's another pet. It's a find item. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing, is finding all these little pets. You know. Very, very fun, interesting stuff. We're going to end up missing a lot, having to go through here again. So, you know. Yeah, very fun and thrilling gameplay. Probably even worse than the all the races we had to do for you, just because we aren't actually doing anything. Stop. Alright, there we go. Yeah. Despite what it looks like, guys, I do not know where all of these are. I know where, like, half of them are. But yeah, they make these little things spawn, which, spoiler alert, not funnest things to solve. Because how are you going to even figure out that these spawn? Because there is no way that anyone figures out that clicking 5 of them spawns a switch. And then there's also very little way that people figure out that switching that will change the color of the slate. Anyways, we need to make the number 45 on here, so I think we need that one on. So 45, that is 32, 8, 4, and 1. So this is 1, this is 4, this is 8, and this is 32. So actually we only need to find 30 out of the 45 of them, so, you know. Anyways, back to finding pets, I guess. Yeah, one's up here. One is... Alright, I really need to zoom out. I can't zoom in. For whatever reason, when you're zoomed in on the mobile app now, and you move your mouse, it literally just teleports randomly. Well, it doesn't teleport randomly, but it'll just continue moving even though it's at the center of the screen. Oh yeah, there's one more here that I'm missing. I think that should be it. In here, there should be like 3 or 4, whatever. There's golden. There should be one in that corner. Yes, right there. Angel. Score. Alright. Give me it. And then I think one in like the end of the obby or something. Anyways, this should be 4 that we need on. Oh yeah, it's behind there if I remember correctly. Yeah, there shouldn't be anything behind here, I don't think. Yeah, nothing there. Is it not there? Yeah, that's right there. There you go, got it. This one we're missing. And I think other than maybe one in construction site we're missing, we should have. Yeah, there's like one here, one in. We're missing like one in each area, but we only need like, you know, we can miss up to 15, so not a huge deal if we're forgetting like half of them. All right, this one's where like a lot of them are. There's like 7 in this, so that's 1. That's 2. Maybe there was one on this. I just didn't know where. There should be a 3rd one somewhere in here. No? Okay. You like that? I know there's 2 on this thing. One's here. The other one's later on. I think there's only 2. There might be a 3rd. But yeah, there should be one somewhere here, I think. No? Okay. Maybe not. Anyways, there's a few on the pyramids itself. There's one underneath the UFO. Oh, and we do need to hit the switch here in... think. Yeah, there's one. And there should be one on the top of the other pyramid, I think. And maybe even on the other side of that pyramid. Yeah, thrilling gameplay, guys. Aren't you guys entertained? And there should be one down here. I don't know how many we're at now. But yeah, we should have to switch this one. Let's go make sure we are correct so far. Looks like we are, because that's 1, 5, 13. So we just need to go get enough to unlock the one that's in beach. So yeah. Should be about 2 in here that we're going to go ahead and quickly find. That one and this one? No, next one. No? Huh. There it is. And I don't think... I mean, there's going to be 2 in here somewhere, but I just don't remember where they're at. There's one. Boss has spawned. Don't care. Yeah, because I don't think there's a switch in mine. I think there's one pet here I'm missing potentially. No. there's one on the obby. And then there's another, like, 5 in the pyramid that I've missed or whatever. Not 5, but a lot in the pyramid. Actually, there might be 2 on this obby. This might be the one that there's 2 on. Because there's one right here, and then I think there's one later. There's one really early on this obby. And I think there's another one later. We're going to have to do the obby normally, because there is no way we can with this 4 FPS that we're currently getting. Wait, is that... Yeah, there it is. Alright, have we got the switch for it here yet? Yes, we have got the switch. Alright, that should be all we need for the puzzle key. Yep. So yeah, you only need to do about half the puzzle to go ahead and solve it. There we go. We can go ahead and claim the puzzle key. And then we can go ahead and do Archie really quick. Yeah, there's still 15 more pets hidden that we haven't found. It's a mess of a puzzle. But yeah, now we'll go ahead and do Archie. Blah, 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 blah. Personal reasons. And yeah, we'll go ahead and do this quest. We're going to probably end up collecting like way too many items from this, but whatever. Yeah, look at all these items that we're going to be collecting. So many turkey legs. Oh. Anyways, this quest should be pretty easy. I think the most it has is maybe 3 bosses. So we should be able to complete it pretty quickly. Cheshire is going to be a little bit more of a pain. I don't know if we'll start her. But yeah, pretty much as long as we keep all the turkey legs in our inventory, it's just not like they're helping us too much. We definitely won't buy anything with them. But like, even like, you know, turning them into gum, whatever, isn't going to be too helpful because, you know, I could turn all these 458 into 2 gums. I think that's like, what, 400 per gum? Yeah, 200 per gum. Not the super helpful, like we can get, you know, that amount from some ancient tusk. But still, because of the rules, we aren't allowed to use event stuff. So, yeah. Anyways, we'll just keep on grinding. Just promise me and don't tell anyone the solution. Yeah, too late. I already spoiled it all. Yeah, I forgot about the puzzle quests and the fact that they would mean that... Like, I knew that the Turkey Thanksgiving event was going on right now. I realized that we needed to do a little bit of grinding for, like, you know, getting Glitchy Lucky Gum, and completing some quests for the puzzle quest. I just didn't realize that together those mean I needed to grind ghosts that would give me turkey legs. But yeah, the big thing is no buying any of the crates from the Thanksgiving event. Ah, yes. The 3 FPS means I go slower on my hoverboard than other people's walking speed. The thrills of Roblox gaming. Alright, there we go. Oh, and then the flashlight, which is right over here. $25 Islander, 10 Magma. Alright, there we go. But yeah, Arch's quest seemed to be pretty easy. I think there's a boss somewhere in it, but for now it's fine. Alright, for this we will go ahead and grab... Not that. Is it? There it is. And then junkyard, it should be right here. $20 pirates, 13 parrots. Nothing too difficult yet. We mainly need the pirate ghosts, or parrot ghosts. So we are kind of just going to ignore most of the pirate ghosts in case other people need to go ahead and grab them. I mean, we'll grab a few, like, but. That's the parrot spawns we want to see. Cool, we just vacuumed every single ghost in here and didn't get a single sheriff badge drop. Luckiest ghost sim moment. Okay, they do actually drop sheriff badges. That's a relief. Yeah, I personally think for like during Thanksgiving event that there should be a setting to turn off the drops. I think sometimes for doing other stuff and get really annoying to have these drops. I mean, it isn't a huge deal most of the time. But if you are planning on like grinding gums or whatever, you're generally best just to wait and not do it during the sim event. Finally back to the normal drop rate, so we've gotten like, 8 in the last 20 ghosts, which is, much better than we started with, so. Still probably going to take a lot longer than it should, but we're at least getting a few drops here and there now. Oh no, I should probably go grab the Red Wing. If I remember correctly, it's like here? No. Whatever, we'll continue grabbing ghosts. Wait until our FPS improves. There we go. Alright, unbox any 10 pets. This shouldn't be any problem. But yeah, this isn't too difficult a quest line. It will reward us a pet and a board. We won't be allowed to use the pet. I don't think it's actually better in stats than anything we have right now, so it's not too much of a deal. Just part of the rules, not allowed to use anything not that's rebirth proof until we rebirth for the first time, like quest wise. Just so we can't do mainly it was like Grand Street and stuff, so we couldn't just cheese it. We need to grab these ghosts. We aren't just like going through here to go through here. We are specifically looking to grab ghosts. But yeah, there's definitely a lot more before I was able to rebirth than I was thinking. I thought we would be able to really quickly just grab a lot of stuff. But it does appear that I was mistaken on that, and that there was a few more things that I had to do before rebirthing. We should still like do a lot of stuff I was planning on doing. I think we're going to go ahead and do the unbox still of like literally every single crate we have. All the loot bags, all that stuff, just to see how much stuff we can get from all that. This stream, and then I think we should still be able to go ahead and just get a glitchy lucky for the void pet crate. And between those two things, we should be pretty much done. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do Cheshire on stream. I might just do her between streams just because it is literally just item grinding. And, you know, so I can pretend like I'm not just turning all the turkey legs into gum. No, I'm not. I'm going to keep all the turkey legs. It is kind of a pain that we are getting turkey legs. It does take away from the other drops we'd be getting. And since I'm not allowing myself to actually use turkey legs, it is kind of just hurting our rates. But at the same time, it's not that big of a deal. It is an event item, but it's not that useful of an event item. The main thing was like the pets. No using event pets for progression boosts. Which kind of applies to gum too, no using event items for gum. But hello. Yeah, the stream's been kind of slow. I don't know why. It's kind of the last stream before we rebirth. I think next stream we're going to go ahead and right at the start rebirth. I think we're going to be able to do that. Defeat any 2 bosses in main hub. All right. We have one already spawned. Do I want to event bait or server hop for the next one? I think we'll go ahead and server hop for the next one. Just go find a boss next server and then go ahead and use a event bait on it. Just to get it done with as quick as possible. I don't think Archie has too many more difficult quests. I think his last 2 are going to be fight item and then some ghosts. Or probably in the other order where it's some ghosts then some find item or 2. If I remember correctly, one of them is going to be a like handheld gaming console, so I think it's called a Game Bite or whatever. That's chilling in the junkyard, I think, or is it somewhere else? But anyways, one of them's a find item. The other one's going to be probably some ghosts, but I'm not exactly sure. So just going through those as quick as possible. And then it's been about 2 hours, so we have about an hour left I want to spend on this stream. That's definitely not enough to do all of Cheshire's, especially with the drop nerf with the turkey legs currently. I'm trying to think what else I want to do then, if we're not doing Cheshire. Because I think Cheshire would be the next logical step after this. I guess I could do more backdoor grinding for the glitchy lucky. It's just kind of weird with the turkey leg drops. Since we are like specifically grind for items, we're getting a lot of turkey legs, a lot more than we're getting now. Because yeah, we have like 1,000 turkey legs at the moment. We'd probably get up to another like 3,000 if we actually did dedicated backdoor grinding. The thing is, a lot of the grinding, I'm actually super laggy at the moment because of the stream and whatever. So it's actually really hard to do item grinding efficiently. Like, I'm literally getting a quarter of the drops I should. Just because I'm moving at a quarter of the rate I should be moving. It's kind of a pain. Especially when you aren't like 2 times items and whatever, where you're able to literally make like 5x loot gum already, where it's actually kind of a bit of a nerf. Hopefully we are able to go ahead and server hop back into a server with a boss up next. We are not. Yeah, we keep getting the same server. Boss event next. We'll go ahead and burn event bait. Alright. Yeah, and this pretty much should be the end of Archie. I don't think there's too much left crazy in his quest. I really thought I was done with bosses, and then I remembered about this. But yeah, I guess the stream isn't as exciting as I was thinking it would be. I thought Complete You and whatever would be a lot more exciting, which is probably my fault for not hyping it up a little bit more. But yeah, we're just kind of winding up all the loose ends we have left over for before Rebirth. You know, still haven't fully. Actually, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, one of the things I haven't actually done on this account, and I don't know if I will do them yet, is all these unlockables. There's a whole lot of unlockables here that, you know, we can maybe go ahead and unlock. Not all of them. Like, we aren't going to be able to unlock Splice. Like, this is 2.2 billion gems worth of Ecto tokens. We're nowhere near that amount. But like some of the other stuff in here, we could actually make a reasonable stab at actually getting. Not airplane, but like a lot of these we already have unlocked. Like we have a lot of these that we can just straight up claim boost. We might be able. No, we can't get a life cycle. That's still a bit expensive. Wait. Life cycle isn't even the last one, is it? No, it is. It is. Okay. It is life cycle, then Splice, and then airplane, and then ghostly. Yeah, I don't know if we'll end up doing all these. There is a lot of stuff there that, you know, not really necessary for game progression. Alright. Now let's go ahead, grab divers, mermaids, and then I think the last quest is that game bite that I was talking about earlier, so it should be pretty easy. And yeah, once we're done with this, we should be officially done with all the main hub quests. I was about to say, wouldn't it be nice if we just got mermaid spawns from then on once we completed the other ones? And no, it turns out we did get that, and it was really nice. Oh, I guess there is no game bite, I guess. Maybe that's Hikari that has the game bite. But whatever the case is, it is still a find item. Very easy for us to go ahead and complete. Is it not back here? I could have sworn it was back here. Yeah, it is. There you go. Turn in the quest, grab the Java and the other board that we definitely all remember the name of. Riddle. And yeah. Yeah, if you guys see, the pet stats on this Java isn't actually usable at the moment. We aren't doing that race. But we will go ahead and lock it because it is the only... can only get one of that pet on an account, so it is kind of rare. But yeah, we'll go ahead and sell. And yeah, now we have Cheshire or some backdoor grinding. What do I want to do right now? I guess we can go ahead and do the puzzle for Cheshire. We don't actually have to go ahead and like complete our quest. We can just go ahead and do the puzzle. Show you guys all how to do that and meme on it a little bit. I really hate the puzzles in Ghost Simulator. I think they're one of the things that, like, they don't need to get changed because, like, puzzles are kind of a side thing anyways. But they're one of the things I'd change I'd, like, changed in a game. Like, one of the bigger ones. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that, you know, could be changed before puzzles. That would be better. But yeah. So for anyone who's wondering about the Ghost World puzzles and hasn't done it, you can remain spoiler-free, or you can continue watching this. There's this random button on the side of here where no one's going to find that you need to go ahead and do to start the puzzle. Like, this is literally stupid. Like, how are you... I spent like 30 minutes on my main account knowing there was a puzzle in Ghost World, not able to find this. 30 minutes. No one's finding this unless they already like search up Ghost World puzzle, which you aren't going to figure out through playing the game normally. You're literally, someone's going to have to tell you that the puzzle exists. Then you're going to have to search up where the puzzle is, and by that point you're going to just search up the solution to the puzzle. Anyways, the solution to this one, if I remember correctly, is May something 2019. I can't remember the exact date. And yeah, if I remember, and then it, like, you convert May using the phone. This phone is literally, like, they give you a hint on how to convert letters to numbers when you aren't even given numbers to begin with. Like, figuring out where to start this puzzle is just a pain. Anyways, it is May something 2019 is the solution. I'm just going to go look it up on the wiki. I could go decipher it all, but I'd have to go look up an ASCII table anyways. I might as well just go look up the solution. Because, yeah, it's May something. I don't remember exactly where the digits are. This little puzzle. Ghostly puzzle. Alright, spoilers alerts. We had code is that thingy. Oh wait, we can't even just copy paste it. We have to do, alright, so this is MAY, and then it's 30/2019. Which I'm not going to explain why it's that. Just 3/2019, not 30. Anyways, May 3rd, 2019, the date Ghost Simulator came up. It's actually not just because it is the date. Anyways, this one is 10, so it's 2/8 check. I don't know why this one's this one either. People say it's because it's 10 because that's the amount of NPCs. That makes 0 sense because they're all color coordinated. And like this one, you have to get from converting ASCII numbers to letters that are behind NPCs, which, you know, no one's going to know to do. Like, you know, I'm familiar with ASCII and wasn't able to figure out that they're ASCII characters. And yeah, this one is probably the most obvious one, but it's actually kind of a pain because you have to figure out how to use remnant gum on 6 random notes scattered around the world, which happens to be green, cyan, yellow, pink, red. And yeah, there we go. Got the ghosted puzzle key. We'll start Cheshire. I don't think we're going to do Cheshire right now because she is kind of a pain. Alright. Anyways, there we go. We get, yeah, we need to go ahead and collect items. I don't think we're going to go ahead and collect items right now. It would be a pain. And we'd get way too many turkey legs. I'm trying to limit the amount of turkey legs we get. But yeah, that's the Ghost World puzzle. You know, I just look up the solution every time. I looked at the solution the first time because I couldn't figure it out myself. After 2.5 hours trying. Anyways... enough complaining about puzzle quest. Let's go ahead and go do that glitchy boss gum, and then go do the unboxing, and then go ahead and try our luck on items. See what we get from loot bags and boss chests and whatnot. So yeah, Sprout server. And see, I've let you out twice already today in the last 2 hours. What do you need? Been outside. Yeah, my puppy is coming over here. I don't know what she's wanting, but either attention or she just wants to go for a walk, even though she's been outside twice. I haven't had time to take her on a walk, so I just let her outside. Don't worry, we have enough land for that to be fine. It's not like we live on a neighborhood or whatever where she's going to go annoy the neighbors. Like, she won't go annoy the neighbors. It's just... She isn't guaranteed to go annoy the neighbors. Anyways, let's go do some backdoor grinding. The idea here is just to go ahead and get a single glitchy lucky gum so we can use it on the void crates. It's going to be a little bit of time, probably 4 minutes. We are kind of low on glitchy loot gums, so I don't. Do I want to use basic loot gum? The problem is it's a little bit slower of a grind, and like we are getting some glitchy loot gum back, so. Yeah, there's really no benefit from using basic loot gum at this point. I mean, other than the fact that we're wasting half the gum just due to lag, like, you know, if we're running at lower than 10 FPS, like we are 90% of the time in Backdoor for whatever reason, Backdoor just seems to be very laggy. Yeah. We are wasting a lot of time, though. Whatever. Loot gum. Use it. Start vacuuming everything. Hopefully we're getting not that many turkey legs. I'm seeing a lot of turkey legs, though. Because, like, each of those turkey legs is technically less drops of the other items we want. Alright, FPS drop incoming. I can feel it. Yeah, generally I'm able to, and I probably without lag should be able to do about a cycle and a half. And on my main account with like instant vacuum, I'm able to do 2 full cycles. So the fact that we're literally only able to do not even a full cycle literally just shows how bad this lag is. All right. All right, that should be a decent amount. But yeah, usually I'm able to get 2 times that in at a time. You know, just keep that in mind when you're doing this grind yourself. Okay, I at least I want to get the loot gum I used back, which probably won't be the case because we're only getting 8. We did get it back, but like this is a really inefficient way to grind just because of all the loot gum issues. Yeah, we're going to spend that long in here. I keep forgetting I don't have like double range, which is actually like a really useful perk. Alright, we should leave. Another FPS crash coming in about 2 seconds. There it is. 4 FPS, 8 FPS, 5 FPS, 2 FPS. FPS, 2 FPS, 5 FPS, 2 FPS. Alright, now we're back to normal. There we go. We're getting about half of what we're supposed to per gum. Another glitchy loot gun back. But yeah, you're basically able to make infinite, or make the loot gum use back pretty much no matter what in this grinding. It's just with 2 times items, you get 2 times more profit, and it's, you know, you're making a lot more loot gum profit than if you don't have it. Hopefully this FPS fixes itself soon. I know most of this is my PC, like just how it runs. I mean, it is somewhat, you know, the fact that Roblox is taking up way more resources than my computer can handle. Maybe not way more, but it is taking up more resources than it can handle. So it tries to, you know, rate limit it a bit. But yeah, it's also my PC just like allowing the computer to run a little bit hotter and then realizing it's overheating a little bit, so it cools it down, so it limits resources a little bit. Just the general cycle. Actually, how many crate keys do I even have? I need to see like exactly like what the chances are of actually getting these void crate stuff, because 135. It's a yikes. The thing is, it's about 100. We're gonna need to use about 100 to go ahead and get the pet. So I don't think we're going to have enough for the board. I guess it's 1 in 100 for the board, so it's about 25 or 38, 40. Yeah, okay, we'd be cutting it close. We might be able to get both the pet and the board from the void crates with the amount of crate keys we have. Especially, bingo, that's what I was looking for. A glitchy lucky gun. All right, now let's go ahead and hop over to void. We'll go ahead and open an auto clicker right now. So sorry, say bye to my screen right now. It's now going to be my lovely background, which I actually think turned out pretty nicely. Yeah, there's my auto clicker. My whole computer's deciding to die because things are going weird. Yeah, here we are into void. Let's go ahead and get that stuff. So let's go ahead equip this. Let me see what my inventory looks like. I think nah, we're good on inventory. I was about to say we might need to clean it up a little bit. I don't think we do. All right. Yeah, let's just get straight into this. Oh, I do need to turn off auto delete commons. That would have been bad. But yeah, ideally we go until we get the godly, which should hopefully be pretty soon. We're opening about 3 at a time. We got steampunk. That should be a good amount at a time. Yep, that was 20 at a time. 7 at a time. There should be a decent amount. That was another 8. That should be another like 20. Yep. 25. And yeah, we should hopefully get it in this set. Yeah, there we go. So that we have time to go switch over to board crate. Hopefully that uses a bit of crate keys. Did that only use 1 crate key? We're literally on 0 FPS and you're using a single crate key. Alright, did our lucky gum run out? I think our lucky gum ran out. Tis unfortunate. But yeah. That actually is a usable pet, so the funny thing about that is we are going to be able to, you know, swap out our pet team a little bit. Equip Starbeam. It actually has the same stats as... no, it does not have the same stats. I was about to say it has the same stats as Grand Streets and Bookwise, but it does not. But yeah, that's that done. We have all those. We did not get a godly anything. We do have a few crate keys left, 46 crate keys. Did we get at least the legendary hoverboard? Well, that matters too much. No, we did not. Hello. Okay. But yeah, now that we have... Okay, actually, I should go double check. I know that I've done this before where I got the godly and I didn't realize I was missing other stuff from the crate. But no, it does look like we do have everything from this. So now in terms of pet crates, we are fine rebirthing. In terms of quests for rebirthing, all we have left is Cheshire. Yeah, what was the other thing I was planning on doing? Oh yeah, opening everything. All right, so y'all, time to go open all these stuff. I've been grinding a lot of race loot bags and stuff. So I have, and bosses. So I have all of these that I'm going to go ahead and now open. We're going to go ahead and use a gem gum and hopefully get a lot of cool stuff from all that. So let's go ahead and use a glitchy gem gum. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and blast through all of these loot bags. See how many cool stuff we can get. We are getting a lot of crate keys. Another Rhythm Rider. Alright, we got another T7. That was a third T7. That was probably the most interesting stuff, so. Looks like we only got nothing from the second place loot bag, which is hilarious. Got a few things from that one. Let's go ahead and do Anomaly really quick. We got nothing from Anomaly. Grim loot bags, which I have a decent amount of. Looks like we are getting, again, nada from. It's kind of funny. No, we did get a Royal. My other crate key, a surfboard. Pretty good. Alright, and let's go see if we can get anything from those lava loot bags. I think these are probably going to be the most valuable stuff. Okay, so we got a task keeper, so we got the godly already. And that might be all we get. Yeah, that's all we got. We did get like another 40 or so of those. Let's go ahead and finish this up. Alien board. It's kind of funny. We aren't actually getting anything. We got flame board finally. Lava loot bag I skipped. Yeah. Alright, the funny thing about this is I have in the rules that I'm not allowed to use any of the mini boss pets if I get them. I haven't got any mini boss pets before my first rebirth, which is... I thought they were easier to get than that, but no. But yeah, we got another T7, which I think is the most valuable thing we got in here. Other than that, just kind of a whole lot of random garbage stuff. Task Keeper, I guess, is kind of cool. But, yep, that's all the items I have. About 30 more minutes. I think we're going to go ahead and see about starting the unboxing process for all of the... Oh, we got 4 million gems, so not that much. Start unboxing some boards. So we're going to go ahead and get all the boards from Main Hub. Yeah, just get all the boards from the board crates. This isn't something I'm going to be strictly following for unboxing requirements, but I think it makes sense to go ahead and try to get as many of these boards as possible, just for 100% index stuff. Actually, at this point, it'll be kind of interesting because we'll have a pretty good guess on how much someone could actually get game completion-wise on their first time through, which like I think now we're already at like 60%. Yeah, we're 62%. We're probably going to be able to get up to 70, like 5% or whatever without actually rebirthing in Go Similar, which is just kind of funny. It just shows how much progression's not in the end game. It's just kind of early game. All right, let's go ahead. Board crate 1. I don't think we're going to go ahead and use any sort of lucky gum for this. I don't think we need it. But yeah, we're basically going until we get the godly. Probably should turn on something like auto delete commons for this, just because that's going to be that helped quite a bit with the lag, since that's 60% of stuff that just doesn't contribute to lag. Oh nope, we got our first godly board, Twin Thruster, perfect. How are we doing hoverboard space? All right, let's go see what we need to lock. We need to lock a lot of stuff. We'll lock a single Godspeed. We'll lock both these two. We'll lock a second and third alien board. We'll lock fire. We'll lock a second and third log board. We'll lock light. We'll lock single quad. We'll lock Orba. We'll lock off-road. We'll lock magic sword. We'll lock skateboard and royal. Don't think we'll worry about race car. We'll lock 3 speeds, I guess. So much stuff in this inventory that isn't locked. We'll delete pursuits. We'll delete Voyagers. What is Void? Oh, it comes from a loot bag, so we'll go ahead and lock that. This will actually go ahead and lock. Let me check. We lock dynamite. Actually, 2 of those will lock. And yeah, I think the rest of this. No, I'll get more of those. Yeah, the rest of that we'll go ahead and mass trash. Just do one more peruse through. Make sure we aren't deleting anything super valuable. Alright. You know what? We have inventory space. We should hold on to extra log board, extra alien board. I think those two are worth it. Godspeed, quads, race cars, all can go. Pursuit, Voyager. Alright. Yeah, that should clean up our inventory a little bit so we can go ahead and unbox a little bit better. For anyone who doesn't know, you will actually lag every time you unbox something based on the size of your inventory. So having a large inventory boards actually will slow you down quite a bit with unboxing. All right, that should get us a nice ice cream bar. Then we should be able to move on to board crate number 3. Yeah, all board crates are really easy to get the godlies from, pretty cheap. Yeah, that was a lot of ice cream Sammies. Just having a 1% instead of a 0.4% makes a real big difference for unboxing with boards versus pets. Alright, did we get it? No, we have not got the Xenon yet. The funny thing is, I think we actually have enough gems if we wanted to actually go for all these classifieds from these early board crates. We probably have to go get some Lucky Gum, but it's actually pretty reasonable for us to actually go for a classified. Just with how easy it is to get stuff like that. And there's the Xenon we need. And that's all the board crates unlocked, as long as we had an X orange in our inventory beforehand. So board index, no, we did not have an X orange, so, you know, turn that off, unbox a few more. There we go. All right, let's go ahead to the Ghost World crate. Do I have 100% game completion on my main? I do not currently have 100% game completion on my main. Main thing is because I'm currently in the middle of my Rebirth grind, trying to get up to 36 Rebirths. I have in the past had 100% game completion. I think like 3 months ago before I started the Rebirth stuff. And since then, I don't think they've actually added any quests. Actually, I think Jax they had like 2 quests or whatever. Since I had 100% game completion. But I have done everything on my main account. It's just I currently, because I have been rebirthing, don't have all the quests done, like stuff like Jax or whatever that you resets every time you rebirth. But yeah, I have done everything on the game on my main account. It is actually kind of a pain. It takes quite a while to get it. It does require a lot of mythicals that are pretty grindy to go ahead and get. So it's a pretty good accomplishment if you guys want to try it yourself. Anyways, so you have completed the game. Yes, I've completed the game. I have 24 rebirths, I think, on my main account right now. 24. Let's go ahead, lock an Ice Cream Sammy. We don't care about multiple of these. Did I delete my twin tester? No, I did not. Okay. Alright, I think the rest of this we can go ahead and delete. Alright, let's go ahead and get this one. This one's a little bit more expensive, but it should be fine. Go ahead and get stuff. All right, why do I should be at least using basic Lucky Gum. Like, I have tons of it. I'm never going to use it all. No reason not to. So yeah, most of the reason of this account is for me to see how like this game plays as a new player, without like access to codes, without access to overpowered pet stats, all that fun stuff that kind of breaks the experience of, ooh, that burnt a lot more gems than I wanted it to. That's going to be like 5 or 6 godlies that I just spent too much on. Yeah, I meant to only buy that like 2 million or whatever. Did not mean to spend that much on it. But yeah, we do now have a lot of cool looking hoverboards. Actually, I kind of like the look of these. This hoverboard. It is a pretty cool hoverboard. I think, okay, looking at it now, the bottom's a little flat, but other than that, it's cool design. Yeah, let's go do backdoor. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything in the backdoor. I think, like, you know, we have 6 of the most expensive board crates, so it's most likely we're not going to even get one of the godlies. Don't even have enough to get one of everything if we get really lucky and get the godlies first try or whatever, but yeah, that should be the rest of our gems. We should be completely broke after this. Auto-click unboxing is so weird. Yeah, completely broke. Hopefully we do at least get the godly. It would be nice to... No, we did not get the godly. I was about to say, it would be nice to have at least some a little bit of all of it. I don't think I'm going to keep my stuff strict on needing to get all the boards before I do go ahead and rebirth. But we do have like 10 million more gems in ecto tokens that we can convert. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, what else do I have? Let me check right now. There's no... yeah, we have this quest. And that's it. All right, I guess we'll go ahead and, for the last, like, 20 minutes or whatever, do a little bit of Cheshire's quest. I know I said I probably wouldn't be doing any of this item grinding, but, you know, might as well. And yeah, Cheshire is the last quest we need to do before I go ahead and rebirth. We'll probably just go ahead and rebirth right at the beginning of the next stream, so next Monday. Are these the energy shards? I think they are. Yeah, those are the energy shards. Yeah, Cheshire does require a lot of items. I think all of her 13 quests are 200 items from random areas. But the thing is, you do get a bit of drops from Ghost World. I mean, you can get kind of unlucky, but yeah. Misleading title. Yeah, I realize that. The idea was that I'm going to be able to go ahead and get my first rebirth. I forgot that there was a few things I had to do extra. I do in the description say that I'm not actually rebirthing, just kind of finishing it up. But yeah, no, we are practically done. We've been practically done for a while, though. It just mainly was you that I was finishing up. Not actually planned on rebirthing, though, so... you know... Yeah, it is definitely a bit misleading. I didn't know how to phrase it, though, because the other way to do it would be like, I don't know, finishing up all the stuff I need to do before I rebirth or whatever. It's way too long, is the other way to phrase it. I mean, I'm sure there is some shorter way, but this made the most sense to me for how to phrase it. And I did forget about the puzzle quest before I started it, so I thought there'd be a little less random stuff going on. There we go. Done with the first quest of Cheshire. Alright, energy shards, spirit particle, stopwatches. Hello! Yeah, I definitely understand why people don't like Cheshire's quests, but I think in terms of like all of the worst quests in the game, item collection like this isn't that bad. Like even just using basic Loot Gum, it's not going to take us any more than like 2 hours to complete our quest line. And on my main, it took like 30 minutes, which, you know, there's a bit of a discrepancy there that I don't like, but there's definitely worse quests than collecting items in the game. Yeah, we don't actually need anything here. We just mainly need stopwatches. I mean, eventually we'll need probably items from there, but for now we're fine just grabbing this stuff. Yeah, we'll probably spend about 15 more minutes, get like 3 more quests of Cheshire's done, and then we'll go ahead and end the stream there. And then next stream we'll just go ahead, I'll jump cut basically, off stream grind the rest of the stuff I'd planned on doing, including the rest of Cheshire and the void unboxing? Or I'll get a glitchy lucky gum. I'll do the rest of the backdoor board crates, and then we'll go ahead and continue with the void board crate on stream, and then just go straight Rebirth. And hopefully at that point I don't realize I'm missing a whole nother puzzle quest line that I need to do before Rebirthing. Which is definitely a possibility, that I'm still forgetting a quest line somewhere, especially like if it's in Ghost World where you can't see like the little exclamation marks for where NPCs are. Like in all the other worlds, you can kind of check the map, see if you have any exclamation marks still lying around random places, but can't really do that in Ghost World. I mean, if anyone's super sad that I don't do the entirety of Cheshire on stream, they can probably get the same idea and just kind of rewatch this portion of the stream for 2 hours straight. It's probably around the same amount of entertainment. Just constantly grabbing random low health ghosts in Ghost World. Burning through a basic loot gum. Actually, there is at least one quest that isn't items related. There is a find item. I can't remember though if there's any like grims or anything for this quest line. Which honestly, any quest is going to be faster than the item collection. Not that like we spent 6 minutes for this item collection quest line despite having 0 energy shards. There's actually a lot of energy shards, so probably going to be pretty frequent 6-minute quest lines. But still, 13 times 6 is like 2 hours for the entire quest line. Not a super long if they're all this difficulty. One more item. There we go. You really do help anyone with a colored circle under the feet. Alright. More energy shards, more royal crowns. It's a good thing I haven't like converted all my Ghost World items to gum, mainly just because it wasn't really worthwhile. I know at some points I have converted a little bit. I think probably 1,000 or so of the energy shards, which is, you know, slightly regrettable. Since, you know, we could have skipped quite a bit of time on this quest if we just kept them. But we did get some ghostly gum from that, so can't be too complaining about it, especially since it's not that hard to really just grind that items back. All right. Yeah, there's a little bit of regret about all those energy shards I've gone ahead and converted at this point. But would have saved a decent chunk of time. Not that, like, this is... Honestly, this sort of grind is, like, kind of the stuff I'm used to. I've played Ghost Simulator for so long and other, like, simulator stuff. Like, just sitting down and doing the same-ish thing over and over again is kind of fun. Oh, yeah, you missed 95%. I have about 10 more minutes before I end the stream. But yeah, we went ahead, completed Yu, completed Gramps. That took us about an hour and 10, 15 minutes at the beginning. And then I remembered that I had puzzle quests to go ahead and do. Which then took me about another 45 minutes to do Archie's, including like 15 minutes to do the puzzle because, you know, finding pets is, you know, not the quickest thing when you're running at 2 FPS. And yeah, now we're doing Cheshire. We actually did go ahead and get the last pet crate I needed. So if we go open our pet journal, we have all of this nice and done from the Void Pet Crate, so we've done that unboxing. And I've also used all the items I had. So Yeah, no more race loot bags. We got a few things. Mainly we got another T7. And a task keeper. We didn't actually get that much cool stuff from all those loot bags and stuff. We didn't get a single mini boss pet. We didn't get a single new mythical or whatever. Actually kind of boring, to be honest. Which, it's fine. I'm not actually caring too much about what I get on this account. It would have been cool if we got a classified, but, that's not in the cards. Bit clickbaity title? Shush. I couldn't figure out how to better to phrase it. Like, would you rather preparing for my first rebirth, grabbing some random questline stuff? I thought I'd be able to go ahead and get my first rebirth. I forgot about Cheshire and Archie a little bit since, So I thought I'd be able to complete everything up until my rebirth and just rebirth, next week or whatever, ready to start. Instead, we're completing pretty much everything up until my first rebirth and then rebirthing in my next thing. We did a lot of, doing unboxing cool pet crates and stuff and unboxing all that stuff. So, but yeah, I understand it was a bit clickbaity. I thought about it. I thought we'd be a bit closer than we were when I created it. Which I forgot about the puzzle quest. But looking at the view history, I don't think the clickbait has helped at all. I think we have a total average of 2 viewers during the entire stream. So, if those 2 viewers were tricked into watching because they thought I'd actually be rebirthing, sad. You gotta check your completion percent right before I rebirth. Yeah, I'm currently at, I think 63% now, I'd guess. At least 62. 65%? And the thing is, we actually have some... we could go buy some packs and vacs that I haven't yet, so we might actually end up doing that. Especially, Ghost World. We have... Or... Especially Backdoor, we have 4 packs and vacs that we could buy set-wise. So maybe I'll go ahead and grab all those 2 off-stream. That's probably 3 hours of stuff now I have to do off-stream to go ahead and actually prepare the rebirth. Just random miscellaneous stuff that I wasn't thinking about. And same thing with pet board crates. I've been completing a lot of my index for some of the board crates, so we'll finish that up. I'll probably be up to 73, 74%. Before I rebirth, and that's not including some percent I could get from all the dev chests, and also the mini final, mini Great Guardian stuff that I could get beforehand too. But yeah, that's I don't know, maybe 3% I'd be missing out of the total max. Whatever all those final boss chests add up to be. But yeah, we'll probably complete this one quest, and then I'll go ahead and stop the stream here. Do the rest of Cheshire, the rest of the stuff I need to do before rebirthing. And then finally rebirth next week. And then the week after that is actually Christmas Day, so I won't be streaming that day. Because, Christmas kind of usurps some... lot of pretty much everyone. No one would be watching on Christmas anyways. I might do it the next day, but most likely not. Maybe later that Wednesday, just so I have it regular weekly, but might just be canceled that week and end up starting on the next week. Actually, I don't count as a viewer. With the chat open in how I have it in the YouTube studio, I don't count as a viewer. I actually, right when I started, when I only had a single monitor, I used to not have a second monitor over here. I'd actually have the chat open on my phone, which would count as a second viewer, which definitely helped a little bit with the numbers, right when I started streaming. So I could keep an eye on chat on my phone or whatever. But yeah, now that I have a second monitor to have it on YouTube Studio where I'm streaming, I'm able to see the chat there. No, I don't think I want to stream on Christmas.
I know some people would watch. That's just like people are free on Christmas, and like, you know, even though you are spending family time, a lot of family time is not the most interactive, so people end up doing other stuff. But like especially for the whole entire day, you're not spending the whole entire day on Christmas with family and whatever. Hopefully this is the last gum we need to use. It's actually grinding items in a Ghost World isn't that bad, just because they actually drop a decent amount of items. At least in the first few areas. Like later on, they do start to drop a lot less items, but it's not like backdoor difficulty where you're like actually struggling to get 100 items. It's pretty. It's not like 2 drops per ghost. It's like 2 to 4 or whatever, where you can actually get quite a decent amount. Also, for anyone wondering where we're at turkey leg wise, I was planning on not getting any turkey legs this event. We now have 5,000 turkey legs, which fortunately is not enough to buy any of those crates. So, but yeah, it's still quite a bit. Anyways, those are our next quests: 150 sugar sprouts and 200 water pans. This one would be a little bit of grind to get, but I think we're going to go ahead and end it here. We did get quite a bit of stuff done this stream. Completing you and Gramps was really nice. Forgetting about these puzzle quests was kind of a problem, but we are making pretty good progress on it, so it should be done pretty easily off stream. We did get Archie done pretty quick, but wow, that can buy a whole 10th of a mythical board. Yeah, it isn't too much of an issue. It is a lot more of a grind to get those turkey legs as a free to play without like glitchy loot gum than it is as a endgame player using enchanted loot gum with 2 times items. Yeah, even with that, I can just not buy it and it's fine. That being said, we have still basically infinite basic loot gum, and pretty much all the basic gum we could ever need. But yeah, that'll be it for this stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully it wasn't too clickbaity of a title. Next stream we should hopefully be able to actually do the rebirth. As I said, I was planning on getting a little bit more done. I didn't realize how much stuff I had to do. And yeah, we'll go ahead and rebirth next stream next week. So see you guys then. Bye. I really should re-prepare this stop stream button so I'm not talking for 20 minutes after saying bye or whatever, because that kind of